said I had an intro.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's chill in this prison. We must be on the Chill Prison Podcast, episode 6.
Oh my god. Russell, I'm so glad that I stole the thunder.
All right, so how are you doing?
I am doing a lot better. I am almost through a questionable beer.
I haven't even seen you. Are you pouring it into my dog or something? Like, where is it going? I haven't seen you drink out of it.
Down the gullet.
It tastes horrible, and it doesn't get better with Guinness. This is the worst Jaeger bomb or Irish car bomb I've ever had.
I think that's the best explanation of it, actually. It's like an Irish car bomb, but it doesn't have the alcohol impact that makes it worth it.
Irish car bomb is just... Oh, I'm mixing Jaeger bomb and Irish car bomb. An Irish car bomb is just Guinness and Jameson, isn't it?
No.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
It's 3 different Irish products. It's Guinness. It's a Jameson. I don't think
Oh,
it has to
Baileys,
be Jameson, but
Baileys,
yeah, and you throw Baileys in.
So, yeah, I mean, it's literally just a chocolate IED.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But this, however, this is kind of bad.
Yeah, the Jaeger sitting there makes it way worse.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he poured Jägermeister.
I thought it would enhance the flavor. It literally
It
is
enhanced
just,
something.
It just made me sadder.
Oh, God. All right. So, I'm going to start today's cast off with a question.
What's your question, my buddy?
What's your take on toilet seat protectors?
So it depends.
What do you mean?
Until I met you, this is weird, but we had an offhand conversation around the time that we became acquaintances, almost friends, I would say. When we first started working directly together, we had an offhand conversation about you using toilet seat protectors. Before that, I had never used one in my life. I used one, and I've also used one another time, and that's the only 2 times I've ever used one. I don't even remember the actual, that's what it was. If I go to a toilet seat, and this is always at work, too. If I go to the toilet, and I'm like, oh, this seat's gross, and then I go to the next one, next stall over, and the seat's also gross, I'll just go further to another bathroom. Right?
You'll leave the room?
Yeah, I'll just go to a different room. So there's only been 2 times that I've been like, I have to poop now. And so I wipe the seat off with toilet paper, and I'll slap the protector on there.
Nice.
And it's an awful feeling.
Yep.
I don't like it, and I try not to use it.
Have you ever stood up, on a particularly sweaty day, and then it tries to leave with you?
No, like I said, it's only 2 times. They've both been in the winter.
Oh, my goodness. You're so lucky. I use the toilet seat protectors exclusively. My ass does not make contact with those toilet seats. It just isn't going to happen.
That's why you get sick constantly.
When have I ever gotten sick?
You're not down with this sickness?
No.
Oh, well, that's upsetting.
No. I do have some gripes with toilet seat protectors, though. They're not infallible.
I'm surprised with all the impromptu seating that we can just buy on Amazon. Literally foldable chairs that fit in your pocket and all this bullshit, that nobody's come up with an actual reusable toilet seat protector.
Reusable?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
No. It's possible. Self-cleansing.
Possible doesn't mean you should do it.
Yeah, but you also shouldn't kill yourself. But sometimes that's the only solution. I mean...
The final solution?
Disclaimer. In this episode, we're going to be talking about suicide. And that's never the answer. Don't ever do that.
Don't do it.
Although, I've wanted to many times.
Oh, God.
Especially this last week. The amount of times that I threatened my parents that I'm just going to go run out into the traffic so that my wife can get the hefty
settlement,
hefty life insurance policy that won't go through because of a suicide. that I pay for every week.
What?
Yeah, I went the place of employment. So there's like 3 basically free options or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
As it increases, you can not pay for like 3 separate options. And then I'm paying for the first one that you can pay for.
Our employer offers
life insurance, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Get on that shit, man. I'm like covered for like a couple $100,000.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to. Do I go to the? I'll go to benefits. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll point me.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know that when I die, my wife will be happy. For 2 reasons.
She'll cry a different type of tear.
Yeah, she'll go, I can pay off this Jetta and get another one.
Yeah.
And I've pretty much made requests that make my funeral basically free. So
yeah, that's one of the things that I'm not gonna romanticize my death.
My funeral, all it will involve is a couple of chairs that fold up so people can sit down, and however much it costs to buy like an oak tree seed, and that's about it.
Nice.
Because what I want, listeners, is to be buried. Well, I want my corpse to be tied up to a sapling in the middle of the woods somewhere where children often go like smoke dope.
Yeah.
Right? And then in about 100 years, when that tree is nice and sturdy, my skull will poke through because that tree's grown around me, and stoners will go out there and see a tree with a face.
And then they're going to fucking trip.
And at that moment,
they're going to get their money's worth out of that weed.
And at that moment, my legacy will start to continue. That's what I want in my afterlife.
I honestly thought it was going to take a turn to where you just wanted to inconvenience somebody for the last time.
No.
Like they're going to build a home and all of a sudden they see a skull tree and like the contractor's like superstitious. No, I'm not going to do this.
I literally just want to scare teenagers. And it's friendly because my body will feed the tree for its entire life.
That's the America I want to live in. I got to watch Russ's face contort so aggressively.
I don't want to live in the America where this fucking beer exists.
Where this beer is legal.
Yeah, fuck.
Rough Tail usually has pretty good stuff.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, this is by Rough Tail.
Where does your like significant other find the beers? Because I go down to the gas station downstairs and they have a beer cave or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's all macro brews. So
we have a couple options where we live. On Q has a really
itches.
That's gross. On Q has a really good selection of local brewery stuff. So if you go into their spot, they're gonna carry more. 7-Eleven has started recently carrying some stuff themselves.
7-Eleven.
And once Flick's Brewhouse opens up, we will start getting stuff from there almost exclusively.
They sell beers from like they just.
Well, you don't know the glory of a Kroller.
It's a brewery. So
do you know what a Kroller is?
It's
a can as tall as my laptop. And
it's a crawler.
Fat as my arm.
It's a crawler.
I don't give a shit what it is. It's incredible. It awesome. Tastes so good, and we can go pick them up before we record.
Yeah, so they'll be cold. Yeah, I guess I should have assumed that since it's actually a brewery too, that they sell their beers for consumers to get and take home. But
yes, you don't have to go see a film.
You had to sit down and drink it.
You can actually just go in there and eat a meal, and then take a Kroller home with you, or you can just go in and just buy a Kroller, whatever they are called. Why do we do that?
That came through so clearly. We need to get lapel mics that just attach to our assholes.
We'll put it in the budget. Ladies and gentlemen, please sign on to our Patreon.
Yeah, that I'll set up eventually. It's set up. Like, you can probably get to it. Like, you could probably look up Chill Prison Pod, and there will be tiers.
We need to
But there's no description, nothing like that, because my car exploded.
and we need help now. We have to set up our business account, and we haven't done that yet. I've set the...
Yeah, it'd be different if one of us was doing all of this by ourselves and the other one wasn't involved. But now that we have a partnership, we actually have to like get a business license or something.
No, I can get a sole proprietorship and just have you on as an employee, and that would make things easy.
Even if we're not married, can we get a joint bank account?
Yes. Well, I can make you a trustee of the bank account, and so you can make purchases through it, but it'll be in the name of the company.
Can I be your fucking power of attorney?
No.
And give you an NDA? Not an NDA. A DO. Don't let you
DNR?
live. Yeah, DNR. Do not resuscitate.
Yeah.
Or Department of Natural Resources.
No.
Well, then why are we doing this? Because I just am hoping that you die.
I hope I die too.
I want to die before 75.
I was hoping I would die at 39 because that seems like a really nice
number.
Dude,
I was hoping I'd die at like... How old was I? Listener, you know. How old was I? 17? It just didn't work. So there's that.
You know, I think that at that point we'll have a different focus in our lives.
When we die?
No.
Yeah, our focus will be we're dying.
By the time we hit our like mid-30s, I think that the focus is going to be like more on family.
Jesus Christ, why can't I grow a beard still? And also now I can't grow head hair either. Listeners, donate to my Patreon. I need hair everywhere.
For hymns.
I aspire to be a gorilla.
You just want...
I want the Austin Powers chest.
I already have that. It's not that worth it. It's not that worth it.
You don't have it. I've seen your chest hairs.
Excuse me?
I've seen them poke through your V-necks because you still wear V-necks.
Because I don't give a shit.
He wears the douchebag deep V's.
And I wear a flat bill flipped backwards. Sometimes I'll turn it around. But typically it's flipped backwards. And I also wear a chain wallet. Because I don't care.
I used to have a chain wallet.
And then he grew up.
Wait, what? I did not understand that joke.
Chain wallets are for children, is what the typical joke is.
But
it does have a functional purpose. I work with like
7 people that have chain wallets, and they're all older than me.
But they're also children. I don't think that you can...
But one of the guys I know lives in a motel for free.
I forgot about that.
That's every adult's dream.
And wears skull shirts.
And a do-rag, but he's the whitest white you could white. What is that? When you get a bandana, it's not a do-rag because it's not like the latex or whatever they call it.
It's spandex.
It's not spandex. Stuff. Yeah, it's bandana material. Yeah. What is that if it's already knit or stitched to be on the top of your head? What's that called?
I don't know. But
fake.
We don't have to wonder.
Poser. I do not know how to Google that. So
we live in a world where you can literally just pull out your phone, your pocket computer, and just research things on the spot.
We live in a world where you could literally just pull out your dick and get all the answers.
So motorcycle not Drew.
Yeah, motorcycle Drew rag. Listeners, he's
rag.
Googling something that I was trying to tell him not to because I wanted the mystery to stay a mystery, but he's going to do it anyway because he hates me. The guy I'm talking about has dentures. Have you ever... Google fish with teeth.
Skull cap.
Yeah, that's not...
That's what it's called?
Okay, look.
Head wrap, skull cap.
Yeah, I have plenty of those. It's the skin on my head. It's called a scalp. It caps my skull. Shut the fuck up.
It's a skull cap. That's what it's called. So skullwear not only applies to this man's t-shirt choices, but also the cloth that he drapes around his greasy hair.
I just wish he would stop wearing those dentures. They make him look stupid.
It throws me off. He should have sized it down a little bit. They're too big.
A man that dirty should not have that white of teeth.
Don't call human beings dirty. It takes Takes a different route pretty quick. But also, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, this beer is not good.
I imagine that his hotel room that he resides in.
His home?
Yeah, his
Home
domain. His domain.
It's a hotel, dude.
Yeah, he lives the sweet life of both Zach and Cody. Except he doesn't have twins.
Of Kyler and Brody. Sweet life of Kyler and Brody.
But like,
that's amazing.
I imagine that the bathroom of his hotel room, in the shower, is just a bunch of bullshit.
I think that it's Pruno.
If you don't know what Pruno is, that is the wine you make in a prison toilet. No, I honestly think that his bathroom is also his storage closet. Like, he's just got boxes in his shower. And they're like not Banana Republic. They're like banana boxes.
Dole?
Yeah, they're Dole banana boxes. Do you remember when you used to get those?
I've never gotten those boxes.
Dude, my basement at my parents' house is full of Dole banana boxes.
Or Del Monte.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't matter.
Cheese? Chiquita.
Chiquita, Del Monte.
Chiquita. Oh, baby, when you talk like that,
you make a woman grow mad.
These hips definitely lie.
These hips contain diabetes. What are we talking about? So what's PogChamp about? Can you lay it on me? Are you in current events?
PogChamp?
Pog.
Pog?
Champ.
PAWG?
Oh, I know what that is. But
I'm
what is
embarrassed.
Pog?
Like Pog, the little thingies from the 80s? How spell this concept?
POG.
POG, so the collectible things.
I don't know if it's that.
From the 90s or the 80s.
But the PogChamp emote, I guess, got removed.
From Twitter?
From Twitch.
From Twitch.
From Twitch.
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, let's research it.
Okay.
Let's do this.
POG.
Champ. Because I have a funny story about it. Not even that funny, but I think it's interesting at least.
Okay. What is PogChamp? The PogChamp emote is the oldest on Twitch. It's widely used by viewers to display excitement in stream chats. PogChamp, or Poggers, has become synonymous with gaming culture and streaming platforms due to its popularity. Yeah, that really fucking tells me what I want to know.
But also, why does it matter?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. Twitch will change the face of PogChamp every 24 hours. Twitch removes PogChamp emote after Capitol Hill violence. Yeah, we're just not going to talk about this.
Okay. Never mind.
I refuse to get political in this podcast.
Yeah, let's just not do that. So, this is so weird because before any of that stuff had taken place, I had reconnected with one of my cousins that lives out of state. Like West Virginia.
Connected?
Not Alabama connected. We're talking regular human being. We finally touched base. She actually got to enjoy Christmas with
You touched
with
her
us.
base?
Oh, boy.
I've had...
And she'll listen to this, too. Enjoy it.
I'm almost done with this
nightmare of a
disgusting
beverage.
thing, and I'm probably going to drink the rest of the Jaeger
So...
to wash it down.
So she's, I guess, as close to a starving artist as you can be. I'm glad you're suffering when you took a drink of that.
Oh, it made me cold.
Need a hot shower, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry you got violated like that.
Mm.
But
Your cousin.
she had actually gotten a chance to visit us during Christmas break, and she, pretty much filled us in. We hadn't actually spoken for probably in excess of 8 years, at least. And there was no animosity between
So I'm sure it was a good reunion.
the best.
Yeah.
No, we actually had a really good time. But she had told me the struggles of living out of state and how she was having to actually make money.
She live in like Washington D.C.? How do you live out of state if you're in the United States?
Out of current state we are residing in.
Like which state? Like the state of denial?
Struggle state.
Oh.
So she was
collecting unemployment.
She was trying to I don't know if she was or not. She was trying to make some money on the side for her art because she's a college student. She still is. And she's trying to make her way through that, and she's no longer living under the support of her parents for her own personal disagreements with them. And she had found a way to make money selling art. So she's an artist.
On OnlyFans?
Adjacent. It's OnlyFans adjacent.
So she's
made commissions.
It's furry commissions, isn't it?
It's furry commissions.
Oh my god.
It's exactly what it is.
I've heard stories about this type of shit.
So she asked me to the reason PogChamp came up is because she asked me to give her artist name as PogChamp, and that was before this whole thing had taken place. Like, I don't even know what that is.
Give her artist name like on the podcast?
Yeah, on the podcast.
Okay.
To keep anonymity between every party involved. So she made really good money drawing furry art, and she charges a bit of a premium for the subject because that's not what she's personally passionate about.
If you like dressing up in a dog costume, that's fine. But if you start fucking somebody else while you wear a dog costume and the other person wears a dog costume, don't tell me about it because look. That hurts the community.
Keep it secret.
That's
keep
like
it safe.
sexual. That's like the people who keep a fucking My Little Pony doll in a glass jar and cum in it. That hurts the brony community.
Just keep it to yourself. And
yeah, don't tell me about your sexual
that.
proclivities.
You can do that in your own home. I don't
check that off the list. Proclivity. That's my word of the day.
It's a fucking snazzy word, dude.
Yeah.
Wearing a suit and tie.
Yesterday I said make no bones about it in context.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. It's like I'm being real serious here is basically what it means.
So my cousin.
Yeah, your cousin, I'm using air quotes, who draws furry porn.
PogChamp.
Yeah, so PogChamp, the furry porn artist. I know she wanted an advertisement, but
Yeah, we'll plug her now.
I'm kind of tilted here, so... Look up PogChamp on OnlyFans.
That's fine. I don't know.
Is it Patreon?
You know, I should have probably asked her this.
Is it Twitter?
I think
it'll be in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll definitely make it to where you can reach out to her.
Look at the show notes and then go pay for some furry porn.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Enjoy it.
Or regular.
She takes request.
Consensual furry porn.
And make sure that you make a nasty request because I want her to have to filter through
listeners,
1,000
fans,
different disgusting things.
2 fans that haven't made it this far. Listen, I want you to request that she draws the most gruesome furry rape scene that you have ever thought of.
Yeah, get wild with it. Now you're gonna pay the price, but she needs the money, so she will draw it for you.
Yeah, there you go. I want
love
death,
you, cousin.
I want death, incest, bestial. I mean, that comes with the
program.
It's
almost the. You know what? Let's make it weird. Let's add an individual human being in there. Let's make everybody except for one person who's not a willing participant be a human being.
Lando Calrissian.
From Star Wars.
Getting raped by a wolf mascot.
And also, I want a chinchilla mascot. Because I don't know what that looks like off the top of my head.
And I don't want to Google it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, guys,
we will frame it. If you get it, you can send it to our P.O. box that we don't have. We'll frame it, put it in our thing, and you'll never see it. Yeah. Our studio.
We will hang it up in the studio.
It's going to be in my bedroom on the ceiling so I don't have to look anywhere while I do the dirty.
All right, that's my obligatory shout out. But I didn't know what PogChamp meant. and I guess I'm gonna have to do some research outside of here.
Yeah, because I don't. Something said something.
Yeah, this sounds like boring political stuff. I don't want to talk about that.
It's real boring when people try to take the capital of a country. That's the most boring bullshit. Fucking.
Fuck 'em. It's so dull.
Yeah, do something
Let's
cool.
clean your
Like
eyes.
fucking do something cool. Like
a
tell some
kickflip.
jokes or something.
Do a kickflip.
Yeah, do a 900. Beat Tony Hawk at his own game.
I think they actually did beat Tony Hawk. I think the 900 is now a thing of the past. I think
So
they're
is
at
Tony Hawk.
You're a fucking monster. I will pay a well-endowed man
We're
to
gonna get Tony
cockslap
Hawk
you
on the podcast to
We
defend
better.
himself.
to defend himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a
Hey,
defense.
Tony Hawk,
His entire career is
I
his
want you to
defense.
come on and tell me why you're cool, because I don't think so. That's such a lie. Ryan Sheckler can suck my ass. The only person better than you is Rodney Mullins.
I say they're different.
They're completely different.
They're different.
Tony Hawk's cool, and I'm
He's
pretty sure
very-
Rodney Mullins is
he's-
dead.
He's still alive.
Yeah, but like in my brain, he's dead.
He's like the sweetest man.
Oh,
These
I'm sure.
two athletes, have survived like the biggest drug crazes and came out relatively unscathed.
Did Tony Hawk do drugs? That bastard.
I don't know if he did or not. I think
That
he's a pretty wholesome
motherfucker.
dude. Both Rodney and Tony are pretty wholesome dudes. I don't think that they participated.
We're talking about skateboarding.
Yes, we are. We're talking about skateboarding. I don't think that either one of them participated at least heavily in drugs, if they did.
Well, then that's just not my crowd, because I've participated in drugs.
The Pappas brothers, definitely.
The Papsmear brothers?
I think what is it? Tom Pappas.
Tom Papa? He makes sourdough.
What?
I don't know.
Pappas.
Hey, have you seen that video of the guy hitting a moose with his car?
Oh my god. Tass Pappas.
That's not a name.
Yeah, Tassu Micah Pappas.
That's not a name.
Yeah.
You should get a better name.
Well,
Like-
I mean, he might be dead. Ben and Tass.
Like Jake Paul. That's a good name.
yeah, it's Ben
Jake
and
or
Tass.
Logan. Logan Paul. You know, Logan Paul, my idol. You know what I mean?
Your hero?
Yeah, he's my hero. I wish I could be Logan Paul. I wish I could make fun of a dead body.
And then not have your financial income be...
No. I want to make fun of a dead body, and then on camera, and then take that camera, take the memory card out, put it on my computer, watch the entire fucking recording, go, yeah, this is fine, and then send it to somebody to edit, because I don't edit my own videos. I'm too white for that. I send it to somebody to edit, and then have them see it and go, yeah, I'll just blur it, and then post it. And not expect backlash. Like, I want to be that retarded.
that free.
Yeah. And then I want to challenge Conor McGregor to a fight. Logan Paul has the biggest set of testicles.
I don't think that's what that is.
You're right. It's just small brain.
Yeah.
Logan
Yeah,
Paul was
balance.
dropped on his head like a basketball. Like, he wasn't dropped. He was dribbled by his parents.
Forced down intentionally, repeatedly.
He was bounced off of concrete and then slam dunked into a regulation hoop.
The fact that people like that exist, they drain my soul of life.
So not only was he making fun of a person that's suicided himself, but he's constantly also just like selling himself to underage girls
What?
and boys
What?
and wanting to be their idol. That's his entire platform. The only people that watch him are kids that are like 14 and 15.
Okay. I thought you were saying he's sending nudes or something.
No.
I mean, he could be.
No, I mean, but
Might be.
But that's all it takes when you're that young. I mean,
Yeah.
He's an idol to these kids, and that what they see is this fucking asshole.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Be a professional, like us. Fuck, cunt, bitch. Yeah, like that.
Professional. So Ben and Tass, those are the two skateboarders. They're from
Oh,
Australia.
we're still talking about this.
Yes. They're from Australia. and one of them like actually developed severe psychosis and killed himself.
Yeah. Tony talked about that on the last Rogan episode he was on.
Yeah, and they were serious competitors. They actually made Tony bring his A game.
Did he develop psychosis because he sucked at skateboarding?
No, it was the drug use.
Yeah, weed gives you crazies.
Not weed.
Cocaina?
Worse.
Methamphetamines?
Yep, Oklahoma Special.
Oh, yeah. I take that every morning since 4th grade.
But yeah, those two, a little less wholesome. I mean, their stories, sad.
Have you ever seen Kirby with a penis?
No.
Look it up.
You look it up.
Okay.
Is he doing the inhale move? Or is he just
No, but that would be funny.
Or is this just lap hog just hanging out?
Kirby, comma, penis.
Nuss.
I love how Google, as soon as I put the I in there, it's like, I'm not going to give you a suggestion. You're going to have to do the rest of this by yourself.
I was just misspelling pencil. So what is it? You trying to find the primo shot? Money shot, if you will? Not only am I looking at a Kirby with a penis, but
Bigger
the
than
penis
yours.
has also legs.
The
and
penis has
foreskin.
legs? Or does Kirby have legs?
I think the penis has legs upon closer inspection.
Yeah.
They're sprouting out of the side of the penis.
Kirby is the ideal man.
He's the size of a pencil eraser. Did you know that?
I wish I was the size of a pencil eraser.
So go ahead
Imagine
and
the
just look at
ratio of your penis against you being the size of a pencil eraser. Like, keep your dick length, but shrink everything else about you. Bitches would be crawling.
that. That would be terrifying.
Are literally the two people that we know are listening are women.
They can't even be good. There has to be a point where women are just like, no.
Dude, have you ever heard of the gigantor fetish?
Is that where women step on your face?
No, there's a fetish where people just, like, dudes, like, they watch porn of women who are, like, edited to look like giants. Like the chick from the movie, Monsters vs. Aliens is maybe what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
He's dumb.
Is it like the food? Is it the same animation style as It's Raining Food or whatever?
Yeah, kind of. I think so.
Just cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah, and it's got like a gigantor woman, and then the Blob, and then the Thing from the Black Lagoon, and all them, and they're on a team and they go fight aliens.
Okay, I think I remember that.
Yeah, there's a fetish for just women that are giant, like Godzilla giant.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, like how do you do that?
I think you would just like
is that like
jizz them between their toes. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay, I got to do some Googling later.
Some research for science.
How did I get? Oh, I was like, how did I get drunker than you? I go, oh, it's because I'm
dumped Jaeger.
Tiny and I dumped Jaeger in my beer. I'm hot now, so I'm gonna roll up my sleeves a little bit.
Disrobe. So, that's a shitty segue into this week's For Science.
Oh, we do have it for science because I didn't think of anything.
So, for science,
is it a challenge?
It is a challenge.
All right.
Between you and myself.
Okay.
Over the course of the work week.
Okay. What is it?
We need to get white bandana rags and then put them at the base of our hair underneath hats, almost like the M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold.
Gotcha.
Just wear that underneath our hats and see how much disgusting grime we can procure.
Gotcha.
And it's a challenge to see who can have.
I don't have a white bandana.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
I guess we can cut up an old T-shirt or something. We want it to be white so that we know what type of grime we're looking at. Are you up for that?
I'm up for it.
And the person who doesn't get the darkest bandana has to make a tea.
I'm not up for it.
From the Okay, we can't do that. I don't want to vomit because I know it's gonna be me. I work in an office.
Well,
like
your
90%
skin
of the time.
leaches a darker color than mine does, right?
But you're outside walking. I'm sitting in an office. I would
may
lose
be
this.
racist, but it is something I've thought like from my childhood. Is your sweat darker than mine is?
No.
I don't understand physics or biology.
The sloughing of skin cells, if that's what you're getting at. I'm sure there's going to be a difference in hue there, but it's not going to be coming out through the sweat.
So, but under a microscope, if
I think it just shot snot onto my mic.
if we both ran 6 miles at the same time,
Yeah.
would your darker skin secrete more chocolatey sweat than mine?
No.
No. I think this is next week's for science.
I am not running 6 miles.
I don't think I've ever run 6 miles in my life.
You are going to kill me.
For different reasons.
I need to start running so bad. I really do.
I'm
running
currently
out of
pay for a
excuses.
gym membership. I go to Planet Fitness. I have a
Subscribe
Planet
to
Fitness,
Planet Fitness.
membership. I have not been to Planet Fitness 2 years, maybe.
Ooh.
I went twice after purchasing that membership.
I did that too for a while, but honestly, I was glad I kept it because there was a stretch. I had like 180 days, and then the COVID happened,
Oh yeah, COVID.
and they shut down the gym.
I got skinnier during COVID.
I'm sorry.
It's weird. I don't know. I came back. I came back from every day. Somebody goes, "Did you lose weight?" And I'm like, "Well, I hope not, because I didn't do anything. I might have cancer."
Everyone around me was so polite. They just didn't touch on the fact that I'd gained weight.
They
were
weren't
just
polite.
Yeah,
They were polite to your face.
Yeah, to my face. They're like, "Oh my god,
Did you see that chocolate muffin over there?
dude, I'm a juicy ass muffin. This top is fat."
It's not that bad, but watching your fluctuations since I've met you, just like
Yeah, it
in
gets
the last
crazy.
2 years, it's interesting. to
Dude, I'll
see.
get a hair up my ass, and I'll be so disciplined for such a
And you can tell from the
crazy period
type
of
of
time.
clothing that you wear too.
my sick ass tight shirts.
It's like your body winterizes.
It does, except for just more than
Yeah,
winter.
it's like in Dr. Dolittle where the guy where the bear plugs his butthole with food. That's like you, but you just kind of get some extra food on your body.
Yeah.
I just like in July I think I was the worst I've ever been. I
think it was,
if you
yeah.
look up Wisconsin girl kidnapped, you'll find a story about a girl who was kidnapped by some guy who's probably our age. And then if you look that guy up and find his mugshot, that's what I looked like in July to the haircut.
Oh god.
Yeah, I look like this fucking guy.
Tool.
It's disgusting. And I didn't know it, and nobody fucking told me. Except for our mutual friend at work, who's your boss.
He said it in a way that was too.
No, he
polite,
said
I
it.
guess?
No, it wasn't polite. He goes, "You're fat, and you're getting fatter." And then the next day he would go, "You're fatter than you were yesterday." And I went, "Okay."
I think he works out pretty regularly too.
Yeah, he does. He does. I think I actually was the one that made him start working out because
He's scared.
No. It was because this was when I first had met him. I was always making comments about how tiny, and it wasn't just me. It was also our bald friend,
Yeah.
enemy, who, constantly talking about how tiny he was because he looked like he just got out of Auschwitz.
Mm-hmm.
And now he looks like the father that every 3-year-old wants their dad to look like.
What?
Like, my dad could kick your dad's ass. Like, that's what he looks like. He's fit. I'm very
he's
proud
fit.
of him. And it's
He's
only
fit.
been maybe a year since he's done anything or started to do anything. And it's,
He actually talked to me about recommendations for a punching bag. And I was like, okay, all right.
wow.
It's like he's
probably
taking it
needs
seriously.
it. He probably needs. I know I need it.
Yeah.
Punching bag. I have a punching bag. It's in Wisconsin. I don't have a place to mount it up over here, but
I have one at my place right now. I just
I
have
want
not
one of
used
them
it.
uvula punching bags.
A speed bag?
Yeah, but it's funnier to say it's the thing in the back of your neck.
What else, pussy?
What?
Because it's such a good ass song. God, that song is so stupid.
There are whores in this house. There are whores in this house.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
I love that
I
song.
listen to stupid music. I listen to music that doesn't have a point.
I love that song. I love the fact that that song exists. I should say, I don't like listening to the song. I don't think I've ever actually listened to the whole thing. I love that song exists. I love everything about the existence of that song. You know what it is?
What's that?
It's actual perversion of the creative mind. Going, you know what? We can do this. Fuck radio.
And it made it on the radio?
Oh, I don't know, but
I don't know if
that
it
would be
made it on radio.
hilarious.
It has to have. Well, I take that back. TikTok has
What?
kind of become a thing where you can listen to music that isn't friendly, radio friendly.
TikTok lets you listen to music?
At least 30-second clips of it, I'm assuming.
That's
Don't you fucking yawn.
But yawning is how my body receives oxygen.
That's called breathing.
I tend not to do that sometimes.
You forgot to breathe.
My wife, she'll like go,
wife.
like every once in a while, like not every once in a while, every 5 minutes, I'll start making this noise.
Her mouth starts watering. She's like, oh, that fucking steak I'm going to buy with that policy is
Yeah, she goes,
so good.
breathe.
Use your lungs.
Yeah, I have wake apnea. Like it's so
Waking
real.
apnea.
Like, you know when you think about, like, when you go, yes, breathing, and then you like all of a sudden are thinking about your breathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like ever since that popped into my head, since like the first time that popped into my head, I now just randomly stop breathing.
It's like your brain is like, wait, we don't have to regulate that?
It's
We can just let
SpongeBob. You know that episode of SpongeBob where it's like zooms into his brain and everything's on fire? That's me. What's the name? What's the name?
Oh my goodness. This is the worst.
Wait. I wonder if my goat comes through.
Your goat. I hate this.
I do impressions.
I've hated the last 5 minutes of this conversation. So, Wet Ass Pussy is not a good song.
It's wet ass P word.
My bad.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
TikTok may or may not let you listen to music, and the goat impression is not spot on, which is either a good thing or a bad thing.
I could throat this mic.
How do you think you got this job?
The casting couch. No, it was me going, you know, we should talk about the stuff that we talk about at lunch, but like on a computer.
Yes. Yeah, I will give you that. The conversations that we have are so weird. And
But it was
they haven't
mostly
been entertaining.
it's mostly me just crying for therapy at this point.
Speak your truth.
I want to fuck a dog so bad. I can't help it. Every waking moment.
Oh my
I
goodness.
just want to stick my dick in a dog's ass. A male dog, preferably. I want to feel his hairy beans against mine.
That is the worst.
Please. psychologist, what's wrong with me?
That would be the worst part of the job.
Telling a guy that he's not allowed to fuck dogs legally.
Well, I think that's understood. I hope that it's understood that that's not legal. But
I know a couple homeless people that will beg to differ.
Dude.
Not really. Honestly, dude, homeless people's dogs are the best dogs.
They are.
I wish there was a Craigslist solely for selling homeless people's dogs.
That is the worst.
Like from when they OD. Like,
okay.
Like
to give him a home?
Yeah, so like
Okay. That took a much different turn.
Yeah, so
I
like
thought you were gonna rob the sweet old man down the street
like
of his dog.
Like our short pirate bearded coworker's dad died. You know who I'm talking about.
Short.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, he passed away?
No. This is a scenario, but his dad is like his dad is homeless.
Oh shit.
By choice. That's not a joke. He's homeless by choice. And
okay.
Like imagine he fucking shoots up just a little too much, ODs. Well, what's going to happen to that dog? I buy that dog because that dog behaves every command for absolutely no other reason
than just because he loves you and is
like
bonded.
Homeless people's dogs are the best. Like there's this guy here in town who has, I think it's a wolf, but it's smaller. Like it literally, it's just a dog.
I love that dog.
I know.
You
know who I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly the one you're talking about. You had to describe him once.
Yeah.
And then every single time I pass by, coming to your place.
Every time I see the dog, it's literally just sitting upright in a red flyer wagon.
Yeah. or this most recent time I'd seen the dog, it was raining outside. The homeless man took his jacket off and then made like a little tent for the dog. And the dog was just like sitting in it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Motherfucker,
he almost cost me $20 because my girlfriend had seen it. And he's like, well, we need that money right now. Please don't do this.
And that man is happier than both you and I combined.
I 100% agree.
At least that dog. That dog is the best. Because I've seen that guy not be there. Like, there was a couple days straight where I had caught, like, I'd just driven by and different points, just different parts of town, where I had seen the dog by itself in that wagon. And I was like,
it was in the wagon just...
It was just chilling there. The guy even was polite enough to, like, put a sign on the wagon that says, beware of dog. I'm like, that dog would lick my nuts for fun. Like, that dog is the nicest dog. I've never been that close to it for it to bite me, but, like, it's not gonna. Like, you can just tell.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there. And so, like, I was like, is this guy dead? And I was like, no, that dog can't pull that wagon across town. But that dog just fucking stays in that wagon because it's like, this is where I stay. I saw another guy 2 or 3 days ago. He had a bicycle, a little girl's bicycle. I mean, he didn't steal it. It was a pink bicycle. And
just
it wasn't like, it was a small
given
bicycle.
away bicycle.
Yeah. And they were going into a KFC parking lot. They were crossing traffic, and the dog had a leash, but it was dragging on the ground. He just knew. He's like, okay, my owner's pointed toward the KFC parking lot. That's where we're going. So he's walking toward the KFC parking lot. The dog is.
Yeah.
And the other guy's just trailing behind him. The actual guy is trailing behind him, walking his bike across the road.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog just gets to the parking lot, sits there, and waits for his owner. I'm like, God. I want a homeless dog.
That's so true.
My dogs are retarded.
And that was part of the shock. And I thought you were selling, like, you were going to kidnap and sell homeless people's dogs.
Well, we could do that too.
We would probably make nothing.
No, because I'd buy them all.
From the homeless man?
Yeah, no, I'd steal them, and then I'd buy them from my own Craigslist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a great dog.
But I'd pay tax because I'm a good citizen, so I'd be actually losing money.
You just pay the government to steal dogs?
Yeah.
That would be so tragic. I love dogs. I like the thought of dogs. It's also a little scary.
I love thinking about dogs.
So
sticking my dick in their butts.
So there are wolves that have been living adjacent to us who've been competing for the same buffalo or whatever for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I decide to share some of my food with one of these wolves.
Mm-hmm.
The wolf was like, I don't fucking trust you, but I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah. Meanwhile, cats are like, when you die, I'm going to eat you.
I will dine on your corpse.
Cats play the long game like no other.
They do. They
Cats
do. They'll
are
play
the
nice.
fucking worst. I had 2 cats, and look, like, I had a panic attack and passed out when we put one of the cats down because she was dying slowly. Like, it was the
That's
worst experience. It was the worst experience of my life.
I hate that.
And I've watched my grandpa die, but like, not like, whatever. So, but I fucking hate cats just because I know they look at me and go, "You're literally just made of food."
They're looking at you as like, he's not ripe yet. He's not ready.
Pretty much, like, because like they'll leave dead animals by your door. If you have an outside cat, they'll be like, because my grandma now has a cat on accident.
She just feeds it.
No, she doesn't feed it. It knows that she lives in the house that it lives next to, and so it's left like fucking 10-pound rats on her doorstep.
Good
yeah.
God.
Yeah. I went out and fed it the other day. I haven't seen it, but I left food where it's been sleeping.
Yeah.
But like, that's all they do is they give you presents that they know that you don't want. It's a game of bad Santa. And then
he's like,
because they always get like either you throw it in the dumpster or they're gonna eat that shit.
They understand social contracts enough to say, now you say thank you.
Yeah. and then if you don't, we're gonna eat you when you die either way. So like it's fine.
Yeah.
There's this myth that goes around. You know how cats kind of knead, like you would knead dough. They go to your belly and they kind of push with their paws. It's really because they're stretching. Like that's what I've heard. But there's this
They're
myth.
massaging the Wagyu beef.
Yeah, yeah. They're testing your tenderness to see how good you're gonna taste. And I believe that more than just their stretching.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, cats are evil, but like, you know, they're cute. And like the cat we just saw not too long, like an hour and a half ago, that cat was adorable.
Oh my goodness. So when we got the tire
We went to
situation
get a tire.
handled. So there was a flat. We had to go handle a flat. We got a tire from an old sketch guy. He's an old boy. He's a good old boy. Redneck through and through.
Like old boy, kind of like fucks his sister. Old boy.
Yeah. Exactly that. So if you think about the stereotypical old boy, you're going to be spot on. I heard him over the phone, and then when I saw his face, it was a 1-for-1 match. I am proceeding to watch Russell dislocate his jaw slowly unhinge his jaw and devour the microphone. I spent way too much money on the mic. I regret everything.
It's got a cover on it.
The mic condom. You know, that's even if you're wearing a condom, and
Are you gonna
dunk your penis into?
It smells like my breath.
I'm sorry. Into like 3 different horrendous holes, and you take the condom off. It's still been in 3 different horrendous holes. Like that's just, this is not gonna. You can't unfuck. I wish you could.
So we were talking about a junkyard cat.
And it was adorable. It was so small.
I was standing by the door, and it kept while you were talking to that dude, and he kept like the cat would like sprint toward the door and then stop at my feet, and I'd like kind of make it so that it could get out, and it would fucking just sprint off, and it'd come back, and I'm like, you can leave, it's okay, like you can go, it's okay, and it'd fucking take off like 3 or 4 separate times while we were standing there. I was like, we gotta get out of here so this cat can go outside. Like, it really wants to get the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh, dude. So we lost our cool cat. His name was Tito, and he was the coolest. And I'll talk about Tito on a separate fucking cast, because he deserves his own cast. So the replacement for Tito, which by the way there can't be one, was 2 cats. So I just like walked out into into my living room after taking a dump, I heard cat sounds, and I was like, oh no. My mom was over. And I was like, oh, no. And I came out to 2 kittens, and I didn't get a say in the matter. They were just ours at that point.
Of course not.
Well, we had been raising them, and they'd been pretty well-mannered, except one of them's standoffish. So their names are Zero and Ridley, both from video games, because I'm a nerd. Zero is a sweetheart. She'll let you put her on her back and rub her belly. She's just a dog inside of a cat's body. However, Ridley is the polar opposite. She's just a dick with whiskers.
You cut those whiskers off.
Then I'd be a dick.
With whiskers.
With cat whiskers. Well, all of a sudden, I like after a long day at work, I'm kicking my boots off, about to enjoy a meal. And all of a sudden, Ridley, the cat that's normally like a standoffish asshole, comes over and just starts rubbing on me like crazy. And I'm like,
she wants some.
I'm like, well, what's going on, young lady?
She's like,
why are you?
Want some of this pussy?
I'm like, what's going on, young lady? Why are you so affectionate? And she just like laid down right next to me, and she went to sleep. And I was like, oh, that was sweet. She wakes up and then starts rubbing on me again about an hour later. And I'm like, why are you in such a good mood today? And then my girlfriend just dead eyes stares at me. She's like, oh, you'll find out. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? She takes the form of a butterball turkey. She like hunches in on herself like a collapsing neutron star. And then starts to step left and right, alternating with her back.
In heat?
She's in super heat.
Oh man,
She's screaming, making these terrible sounds, and then she like will go and she'll rub up on me so that she can accidentally scrape the back base of her tail against me, so she'll have the excuse to fucking do this weird ass squat. And she's like, you might want to be careful when you pick her up. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, they leak. And it just dawned on me what that meant. And I it's like seeing your daughter on a stripper pole when you went to the strip club with your buds. It's one of the worst feelings ever. And so I was just petting the cat, and all of a sudden it turned away from me, and that was this morning before I showed up to the office. And I saw the leaking. That was one of the grossest things I'd seen. Even thinking about it right now turns my stomach. There was actually like a fluid coming out from that sweet cat.
Dude, when I got my Chihuahua,
yeah,
she had puppies. She just weaned off of them when we got them,
yeah.
when we got her. And every time she peed for like a month and a half, there was a dangly, goopy bit coming out of her urethra or whatever.
Oh, no.
And when we asked the vet about it, she's like, well, they don't get rid of the placenta like humans do. It's
It's afterbirth.
Yeah.
She has afterbirth hanging out of her?
Yeah, so like it's just like a goopy snot would look like scabs coming out of it.
That's so
And
gross.
she's just like, you're going to have to get used to it. I'm like, that's fine, because I thought it was shit. Oh,
I thought she'd gotten into the dental floss again.
Yeah, I mean, she's adorable, but she's disgusting to look at.
Yeah, we love animals.
Like, her ear,
gross.
one of her ears is like on the wrong part of her head compared to the other one. And she stands up on her back legs like a human does and just stares at you.
It's like a meerkat.
She'll stand up for like minutes at a time and just stare at you. And I don't know what to do about it.
Am I supposed to feed you?
I'm convinced that she's not a dog. She's something from another world.
She's sent to monitor you. She's
Yeah.
a government
Drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just is so fucking weird. But she's so snuggly. Like when I get home from work, she jumps like you saw. She jumps in the air.
She got some sick air.
Yeah, she jumps high. Like I don't know what the fuck is going on.
So she may stand like 14 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
She maybe that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's clearing like at least 3 feet.
Yeah, bottom or like her back legs are at like 3 feet.
And
that the goal of her jumping, her goal is just that you catch her and just hold her. Like dogs don't necessarily like to be hugged. It makes them anxious. This dog only wants to be hugged. Because as soon as you catch her in mid jump, she'll just put her head on your shoulder and just chill there.
I fucking love that so much.
It's so weird.
It's so fucking wholesome.
I'm pretty sure she's just a premature baby trapped in the body of a disgusting dog.
That had puppies. Oh god, animals are gross.
Oh man,
I love animals, but all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's
I gotta pee.
That's our episode.
We didn't even do a new brew review.
We didn't. We'll have to make up for it next time. All right. So on this next episode of Chill Prison Podcast, we will make
review
sure
some brews.
We review harder, longer, colder, faster.
Colder, probably not, but faster. Maybe. No, just hard. I'm gonna be hard when we talk about beers.
All right, we'll have to figure out a different for science as well.
Yeah.
I'm just slacking.
Look, I had a bad week.
All right, check us out on Twitter, Twitch. We don't have a Twitch. Check us out on Patreon.
It's all in the description, man.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And don't fuck your mom. Bye.
Bye.